Before we start this video, I just really wanted to point out that Banalish Night Counselor looks a hell of a lot like Sam Jackson, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's almost like they probably referenced him, but yeah, pretty cool artwork. But today's deck is Arvad, Weatherlight Smuggler. So this is a brand new card from Dominaria United Alchemy. So it's some new cards they just randomly added to the game to spice it up, I suppose. I don't really know the logic, but there you go. It's just interesting stuff with abilities that you can't get in the paper game. So Arvad, there's a little bit to unpack here. Death Touch, Lifelink, 1/1, which is already pretty good. But the spicy part is, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, Arvad perpetually gets +6/+6, where X is the number of creatures that died this turn. This ability also triggers when it's in your graveyard. It's a bit risky to put them in graveyard because it would probably stipulate you have a reanimation shell, but this deck is a Aristocrats build, and if you don't know what Aristocrats is, it's basically loads of effects that want to sacrifice your creatures for the greater good, and then stuff like Blood Artist, which drains opponents for 1, and you've also got stuff like Vindictive Vampire and Falconwrath Noble that drains. A lot of the stuff you do in the deck will involve sacrificing or just losing stuff via combat, so you can do that via Eradicator Valkyrie, sack something, your opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker, Rankle, each player sacks a creature, so you get the point. This is a fairly modified shell of the Taser Karlov build I had, but I think that shell was so good so I haven't changed too much. There's a few bits here and there. There's less reliant on token synergies, but of course you can make that if you fancy changing it. But I definitely like this Arvad a lot more than the first one. The first one was okay, but this is they've really amped up a notch here. So if you want to have a go yourself, download the deck list in the description below, tweak it, see how you feel. But yeah, I hope you watch today's video and enjoy what you see. And don't forget to leave me a like and a sub. Hit that bell notification because it really improves my chances of growing as a channel. And you can also donate if you really want to on my Ko-fi donations page, which the link is below as well. So let's get into the gameplay. Opponent goes first with Joda. We do have Esper Sentinel in our starting hand, which is awesome. And a Direfleet Hoarder, which can give us a bit more ramp. If we can get to the Bellis of Citadel, it's going to be awesome. Let's not count our chickens too soon. Dungeon Butter, that's an interesting gamer tag. I wonder what he does with the butter in the dungeon. That's a beautiful artwork. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so we've got a fairly decent start here. So Arvad's definitely powerful. I've playtested him a little bit, and you'd be surprised how much it comes up, the damage. So if we go for Jeren, we'll give it Jeren now. I mean, they could just board wipe us to hell and back. But that is the risk of playing loads of creatures. We do have the combo as well. Not really a combo, but it's amazing synergy here with the Aetherflux and the Citadel. Ooh, Golos. Oh, that's brutal. So that means... well, it's not brutal, it's just they're going to be able to play loads of free stuff soon. They're going to get any land. It's probably going to be the World Tree. Oh my god, look at these lands. This person really cares about the artwork, and so do I, to be fair. Beautiful. Stunning arts. Okay, let's go for the Aetherflux. So if we lose the Direfleet, it does mean that we get the 6 mana next turn. Okay, so they see past our lies. Not lies, but just attempts of getting the extra mana. So if we get Citadel, we might be able to stand a chance here, but it is a Golos deck we're facing. Mox Amber taps for any colour as long as they've got a legend, which they do, so they can go for Joda here. I don't know how much longer we can really last if they get Joda out. So some kind of removal spell, please. Maybe I should have kept the Direfleet back. Okay, Loyal Warhound. So I guess I might as well go for this. Get this ramp out. Holding priority, so they might have some interaction with the Nox Amber mana. Don't think it's that scary, to be honest. And then we'll go Arvad, and we can protect him as well with God's Willing if we want to. I mean, we can protect anything, really. Esper Sentinel. Okay, so we're slightly at the whims of our opponent here with the two of the most broken 5-colour commanders that's ever been made. So they could go for the Golos ability, which does it cost? You may play them. So playing something, if it's a legend, it will trigger Joda, I think. So they get 2 legends. And they can play either side. That's very unlucky. I'm not sure how well we're going to be able to do versus a freaking Tybalt now. Especially if you consider they're going to cascade into another legend. Wow, they've really spent all this money on these new artworks already. I think they just came out today, the Infinity Lands. Actually, I'm not sure. There's so many products that come out. Have you guys heard about the $1,000 30-year celebration packs? Crazy. Getting rid of the Aetherflux. Okay, makes sense. So apparently playing isn't casting. Okay. That's interesting. Swinging in. I mean, there's no reason for us to not... Oh, actually, saying that, yeah, I'd rather try and attack the Tybalt. Yeah, that's really annoying because exiling that artifact is probably going to have huge consequences now. For us, anyway. Okay, so we're going to have to play the Swamp first, which is annoying because we won't get a land hit from the top. Okay, Woe Strider. So actually this is amazing because we're going to be able to scry from this guy. Okay. Yeah, again, if we had the Aetherflux, things would be so different here. But all we need is some kind of life gain. I mean, we've got the bonus of Citadel. So we need 3 attackers to kill the Tybalt. Let's go in with those attackers first, I think. So we need at least 2 damage going through. Or another non-2. Okay, let's just... I think we just need to send these guys in. Yeah, we'll send them all in. And then whatever they block, we can sacrifice to the Woe Strider. Or we could even give it God's Willing to protect the Sentinel. Do I really care about the Sentinel? I care more about getting something that gives me life, to be honest. Arcane Signet's on top. Okay, so we can play that.
You know what?
So we lose more life here. Okay, let's keep sacking things. If we get a kill spell, we might be okay. We want to kill Joda. Dark Ritual, that isn't going to cut it though, is it? We'll get rid of the... I know, we'll get rid of the Goat. The Goat's weaker. We want to have some blockers. Dark Ritual doesn't work really because it's got nothing in hand. Deadly Dispute. We can do Deadly Dispute. I mean, we're pretty much screwed either way. Imagine we had that life gain, guys. Imagine. Oh, Plunderer. So we can actually play this here. And then now we get treasures whenever one of our creatures dies. Kind of crazy. So sacking that actually gives us 1 scry, 2 mana. Whoa, that's crazy. Sir Conrad. This is risky. Well, let's go for it. Does that mean we win? I think Conrad means we might just win whenever another creature dies. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. And then we just activate Citadel here. But we need 10 creatures. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we win with that? We can make people mill. We could just risk it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I think that's enough, yeah. I think that's 19. And we can get rid of the Cold Steel Heart as well. Have I done my calculations correctly? Is that 19? Mental. We also get loads of treasures as well. Although if 3 humans die, does that mean we die as well? Oh no! Because of the way the trigger's stacked, we actually died before the bonus of Citadel went off. Damn, so we actually killed ourselves for Exacxes there. Oh well. Damn, I don't think there was any other outcome for that though. With the Erebos on top, I would have had to sacrifice another creature to get rid of the Erebos to cast something potentially. Yeah, oh well, that was pretty close though. I kind of enjoyed that even though I lost to my own bonus of Citadel. Of Jaren, technically. We go first against Queen Elenel. So they're going to be a token build to make more tokens over time. Whenever they create tokens, they create more tokens. Okay. We have a pseudo-y token sub-theme, but it doesn't really matter too much. Luminarch Aspirant, that's going to be a 2/2. This is going to be something we want to get rid of. So we get 3 damage coming in here because they're not going to block. Interesting to see Luminarch in a token deck when it's a counter strategy though. These plays remind me of when I used to play 60 card Historic. Nice curve tied into Woe Strider. Here comes Queen Elenel. So we desperately need some kind of removal. So I think I am actually going to no, I'd rather get the counter onto the Arvad. So we can kill tapped things here. So how do I use my mana? Probably go for the Bastion first? Or maybe the Arvad. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we go for Arvad. The next time we can go for the 3 and 2, maybe. Swing in with the Woe Strider. Will they block? No. Okay, let's sack the goat, because we want the Arvad to grow in size. And this only happens on our turn if you forget. So beginning of our end step, if a creature died, it gets that much +1/+1 equal to the creatures that died. So yeah, interesting ability. The fact that it's perpetual is what makes him really good. So next turn we could even go for breakable formation if we really wanted to. Put counters on all our guys. Sarith, okay. The hexproof is going to be really annoying here. Especially because Banishing Slash can only kill tapped thing. Although if they attack, they won't be tapped. Oh, they're not going to... Okay. That's really irritating. 4 toughness. I guess we'll just have to go for the Bastion then. And then, seeing as I'm not going to attack, we might as well just get rid of this guy, get some life, and then just hopefully get something good on top. That's a card that's good. Okay, so next turn is going to be good. Hopefully. We can make them sack 2 things. Okay, I ran in 7. I'm not really sure what the deck's theme is anymore. They've got lots of different directions. They've got tree folk.
The trees can fight their own battles.
So I'm not going to block if they attack because they're being very defensive, have to say. So do I want to go for Liliana this turn? I think so, but I don't think we tick down.
The undead make great
I think we actually tick up.
loyal and silent.
Having more blockers is going to be
Good
useful.
help is easy to find in war.
Yeah, we'll keep them up as blockers. We don't want to lose them. And then maybe we can do something with Unbreakable Formation. This Ren and 7 is going to be kind of annoying. Gives them a lot of value. This extra body they've been given is
We blossom and thrive.
irritating as well. 2 lands come into play, so this gets huge. I mean, luckily they've only seemingly got lands in their hand, so Toski. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, the benefit of this is we now know exactly what we're dealing with. They don't have any reach though, do they? Oh no, they do. That's got reach. Okay. Swinging in with an 8-8. 2 8-8s. So Arvad's got Death Touch here. I'm actually tempted to do this. So we'll sack the human, which will give us a card and a life and a scry. That's not looking too bad. I mean, we are outnumbered.
I'll find a use for you later.
Sir Conrad is good. Sir Conrad's very good. So the Arvad will kill their general. They've got Death Touch as well. Yeah, okay. We also gain life because Arvad has lifelink. So we don't want to remove perpetual effects. So be careful about that, because normally that was added in order to get rid of negative effects, but that's going to catch people off guard, that is.
Waste not, want not.
So they've got 17. Catilda gives their stuff, their humans, tap for 1. Okay. So I still think we just make another thing. We could kill the tree folk if we wanted.
Oh, this looks like a fun new toy.
So we've got 7, so we can go Sir Conrad and then Banishing Slash on the 8-8. I think that's the play. It is a huge attacker after all. Oh, they can just untap it, can't they? Do Do you know what? I've never actually seen someone use that. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty annoying, I have to say. Okay, that was a huge mistake. Although, what else were we going to do with that 2 mana? It's also sorcery, so... I never knew Sarath had to pay 1. Okay, fine. Revealing... I mean, luckily we can chomp for a while. Wow, they're going to take damage every time they mill as well. It's pretty good. They don't have lifelink. I mean, every time they attack, we block, we lose... Sorry, we lose creatures, but we gain cards. Yeah, this Ren and 7's giving them a lot of advantage. But we're getting to a point now where it's actually going to be very difficult for them to block, because if they block, they essentially lose 2 life for each of our things that dies, because we've got the Bastion and the Sir Conrad. Honestly, Sir Conrad's a crazy uncommon. I don't understand how it's uncommon, really. Each creature you control, so they can make all their stuff bigger. So you have to be careful about that. So we might as well block the stuff that's huge anyway. And then before the damage goes through, we'll sacrifice the blockers because they're not going to trade. And then we'll also get the death triggers and the card draw. Pretty sure Conrad's just going to win us this game.
Death is enlightening.
Jaren gives us 2 bodies. So yes, that's a wonderful card. So we don't need to sack this to the Woe Strider anymore. Okay, look at all these triggers as well. They're going to struggle to deal with us.
They were a lousy servant, and I've learned
Wow,
much from
so
them.
much advantage. Down to 9. Oh no, the Toski had Death Touch. Is there anything that Sarath doesn't do? Okay, now that's going to be a problem actually. Damn. Okay, I feel like an absolute fool there. Okay, this is fun. We can... Despite the amount of times I've messed up, I still think we're fine because we've got a Vindictive Vampire. And we can protect it with the God's Willing. Whenever another creature you control dies, yes, we'll make another zombie.
Rise and shine.
Damn, that Death Touch. Yeah, because when you look at it, pre-combat, it doesn't have the word Death Touch, but obviously it enables the Death Touch trigger on top. Yeah, apologies for those misplays, yeah. I'm really thrown this game, really thrown. Sometimes you do one misplay and it's like a domino effect. You just do loads and loads of misplays, but I guess that's a realistic slice of life, guys. Not everyone's gonna do perfect plays all the time. I am sorry when I do misplays. People do call me out a lot, but the amount of videos I've made, it's you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. The one thing that I do find weird is when people call me out for misplays, even when I win. I don't really get the logic of that. I don't really see how it matters. Like, yeah, I suppose you could say there's like a learning experience to be had, isn't there? But
From root to canopy, the trees are mighty.
I mean, I've played this game for like 12 years now. It doesn't matter how long you've played, you're going to make mistakes. And I think the most important part isn't just making the mistake and then quitting, it's learning to recover. It's just like real life, I suppose. I still think, even though we lost Sir Conrad, we're doing fine. The Vindictive Vampire's done a really good job of imitating him. And so is the Bastion. Okay, so other tap creatures have death touch, so don't expect for us to have any surviving blockers, which is fine because they're all freaking huge. A lot of stuff's going to Liliana here because I've now just realised that it's got a -9 ability. But the funny thing is, it doesn't really matter anymore because we're just going to win in other ways, I suppose. Block the 10. Yeah, so whatever we block with is just going to die, isn't it? So block the 9. Maybe we block this and then give it protection. So hard to see, so many lines. So the Sareth's getting through, and so is the 1/1. So that's the red lines. So give it pro white. Don't want a Cold Steel Heart, that's not going to help. But also, they're in a lot of trouble here. We get 3 triggers for each death.
I'll find a use for you later.
Land's fine. So yeah, I think they're just dead, aren't they? Because we can just sack everything. And I think that's, yeah, that'll be game. Unless they've got something in their hand that...
Waste not, want not.
Oof. Pitiless Plunder. I keep getting the same cards. But you know what? They're good cards. I mean, the writing is on the wall here.
Death is enlightening.
They're not quitting, though. It's a bit scary how even though I've blocked the... and they've not got trample, it's still not gone off for a red. See, I didn't really want to do that there, just in case I had a life gain ability in their hand. Okay. I just want to play it safe here, because if they've got life gain, they could have Heliod's Intervention, right? So that would gain them 4. Trying to be very, very careful. Okay, yeah, writing's on the wall. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh. Don't forget to check out more of my videos, and also my Ko-fi donations page. You can donate as little or as much as you want.